and welcome. This is Cara. It's day 63 of the 100-day challenge, and it's letter Y for yellow. I've pulled out pages that I have scraps of and full sheets of from the yellow palette kit, my gingham, and other pages. These are all from the palette kit. This is palette. So mostly the yellow palette and then a couple pieces that I had yellow scraps of. And we're going to make a folio. I thought that would be fun. I haven't done that in a while. So here's the base. I was going to make a full sample, but I'm just going to kind of show you where we're going to head. And I have another file folder and we'll just go from there. Okay, so we are going to make a file folder folio. We're going to have a scrap and we'll have this as a pocket here, and we'll fold open, and this will be a flip up. This will fold open like this, and this will be a pocket. And then back here we'll do something and, you know, decorate or add different things. So it's a pretty easy folio base to start with. I'm going to lift this bottom part up and fold it. You can measure. I'm just kind of eyeball it, and that looks good. And then get your bone folder. And then we're going to cut that bottom part off. So really, however tall you want your folio, maybe you're tucking this folio in a journal, so you would want your folio height to be a little bit shorter than your journal. Alright, this little part, I'm going to trim this off. This 8 inches, oh my gosh, on the dot. Look at there. And then we're going to cut on the center line of this piece. And then this will become our little flap up. We can fold. And for me, it's already creased, which is nice. And then that we can put here. So I'm going to fold this piece in. And I don't want to go on this line. I'm going to go a little bit in from the line, like a, I don't know, this much. What is that? Yeah, 1/8 of an inch-ish. And then bone folder it. Try and get it straight. My paper does not want to cooperate. Scoring could be helpful. I'm just going to do this. There we go. And then I'm going to fold this other side in, do the same thing. Have it come in about the same amount. And crease that. Now it looks like on my sample here, because of this tab, I have this part a little shorter. I think this is just fine too. It'll be okay, because then this will open and this will open. I mean, you can have it flip at any part, but I think I'm going to have it flip in here. And then we have this piece, and I'm going to use this as a pocket right here. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to trim off this edge right here that's kind of been folded funny. Actually, let's do this and then we'll trim it off. Let's cut off. I'm going to go in just a little bit from the edge. So what would that be? A little less than 8. So maybe if I do that, so it'll be easier. We'll mark it. You can use scissors, or you can use your larger paper trimmer, but I think I can do this. We're going to keep this piece. And now I can put this here, and I'm just going to trim up that little funky edge that I created. Okay. Trim this off too, make it straighter. And the other edge looks good. All right, let's see. So this is going to be a pocket right here. And then we have a flip right here. And then this piece is going to be a little tuck spot. And you can decide where you want that to go. And I'll have it somewhere like this. Alright, so there's the base of our folio. Now, we want to take our papers. You could use scrapbook paper, you could use digitals, whatever you want to use to cover your folio base. I have some of these different backing pages, and oh, this is from, that's from a rainbow kit. I think I'll use these to back my different parts. Alright, so I'm going to measure, make sure it's 8 inches tall, and it is 4 1, 2, 3/8. I think I might do 4 inches and 7 3/4 for my page, front page edges. Alright. So what did we say? 4 inches, I think. Yeah. Let's try 4 inches. And 7. 7 3/4. 7 3/4. Right there. Okay, let's see how that is going to look. Yeah, I think that's a nice size border. Let's do this one over here. And this is going to be to do 7 3/4. And that will go right there. I probably will round this corner right here or cut it before I glue it on. Alright, so I'm going to go finish measuring my panels and I'll be right back. All of the pieces are cut and now we're going to glue them on. Okie doke. So now let's glue. I'm going to just use my glue stick. I think. Is that what I had on the front? I think so. See what happens when you step away. Alright, so May is upon us. Does this go here? What is this? I think I'm going to do this. Okay, so May is upon us and we need a new challenge since the ABC April will be over. And for May, I think we're going to do kind of a combination. We're going to do, in my Facebook group, I'm calling it Mix It Up May. So I'll have a project and then I'm going to do a spinner or draw from a jar. I haven't decided. And I'm going to put different items in the jar. So things like, oh, I don't know, ink, lace, you know, different items, kind of like that. And so I'll pick 2 things out of the jar that need to be added in my project. And so we're going to be, oh, that doesn't look so great. We'll have to cover that up. Thinking, should I just round the corner there? Let's see what happens. I think that will be better. So yeah, so it will be a random kind of a thing, which is fun. And then in the Facebook group, once the items have been chosen for that day, then in the Facebook group you can post a picture of what you came up with the item and the project. And then we can post pictures and share our ideas in the Facebook group, and I think that will be really, really fun. And then I think I should have a prize, don't you think, at the end? I'll share what the prize is, and maybe probably the first couple days of May. I think I need to figure that out. More than likely, with the way that shipping is and overseas, I might do something for the states that's shipping. But more than likely for overseas, if someone lives overseas, I'll do it digital. Especially because we don't know what's going to happen with shipping come towards the end of May, you know? Oh, I should be inking my pages. Let's do that. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Mix It Up May, and I'm also going to do palette play May, and there might be days where it's a combination where I'm using the palette kits because I'm hoping to have 2 if not 3 new colors in May. So we could play with those, and then also add the random pieces and make some fun things in May. Let me know in the comments what you think. How does that sound? I think it'll be fun. And I'll have posts throughout May saying, hey, I need 2 items, you know, for this project, or 2, you know, what should we use for this project? So I think that'll be fun too. So keep your eye out for the community posts on random days. Yep, and then you'll just have to make a similar thing, not a similar thing, but a project using the same items. Post a picture. You could even make a video. That would be awesome if you wanted to, if you have a YouTube channel. Yeah, this was not supposed to be there. It was supposed to be this. I'm very tempted since I messed this up. Yeah, I'm just going to take this one off. I am not liking how that looks. And then we'll put this one here around our corners. And then I'll just have to cut another piece. I think that will look better. Plus, I can ink this up. Go here, I'm going to round at that corner. That looks good. Yeah, that looks better. This should have been out here, but you know, whatever. Whatever. So I wasn't able to make a video on Monday because I took my son and another classmate, along with other parents who took other high schoolers on the robotics team, down to the Arizona State Capitol. And it's called a Day of Advocacy, and one of the teams up north in Flagstaff, they sponsored this event, the Day of Advocacy, and we're supposed to go to the state capitol, set up a little tent, and sit, like, there's a lawn area outside the state capitol. And so people walking by, you know, foot traffic, if they came by, the boys and girls could talk about robotics and STEM, science, technology, etc., to kind of get the word out for, you know, more funding would be wonderful for STEM and the kinds of programs that are available in the schools, and just a really neat a neat opportunity for the students. And all dressed up, they put on their suits and their dresses and looked very handsome and pretty in their outfits. They had practiced multiple times and memorized what they were going to say to the state representative because they had a meeting scheduled for the state representative. So we did the morning part, which was, stay on the lawn, and if any of the senators or representatives came out, we would then speak to them outside. I wonder if I just want to do kind of pieces on the back. It'd be kind of fun. And then, so we've waited and we've waited. It's our appointment time with the representative was 2:30. Well, we get there a little early and tell the admin assistant, "Hi, we're here." And we were wondering what was going to happen because we could see on the screens that they were in session. And she didn't call us or email us or tell us that, hey, your representative that your meeting is with is going to be in session and won't be able to meet with you. She didn't reschedule or let us know. And so the high school students were, needless to say, very disappointed. It was really frustrating. They had practice and all that stuff. So the president, he's a junior this year. He will be the president next year, I guess I should say. He will be, of the robotics team. And he had a smart idea and he said, can we do a Zoom call? And so hopefully they will get that scheduled. But I have to be honest, I'm very tempted to write him and the admin assistant, honestly, a letter saying, hi, they put in all this time and energy, and it would have been nice to, if we knew it wasn't going to happen, to know before we waited until the end of the day to find out. We would have packed up early like all the other teams did, or, we just would have, things would have been different, I think. And yes, they had opportunities to talk to other senators and representatives that walked by, but they didn't get to do their speech that they had memorized and their parts and all the stuff. So it was just a little bit frustrating. But I guess that's a good lesson too. For lessons learned, maybe you need to follow up, double check that the appointment is still happening and that kind of stuff. And, that there will be disappointments and meetings won't always go your way. So there are those lessons as well. But as a mom, it was just a frustrating thing because you could see it in their eyes that they're like so upset. Ugh, so frustrating. So anyway, that's why I wasn't able to record a video and I'm not ahead of schedule, which I want to try and get back to, but man, I am struggling doing that. So that's what I was doing. I was getting a sunburn at the state capitol. Even in the shade, I got a little sunburn. But I guess, the positive, we got to bond with the other parents that were there, and the kids got to bond, and they did get to speak to other representatives or senators. But still, can't say I'm not a bit frustrated. And I think I might have been writing a letter in my sleep last night. Because I woke up and I was like, oh, it's a little crooked. I don't know which piece is a little crooked. Is it this piece? I think so. So anyway, yeah. And then my husband is going to Europe for his work. So he's busily making sure all of the projects that they're going over to Europe to test and share with the other teams, busily making sure that the bugs are fixed and everything's ready to go. All right, really, what is going on here? Is it this that's crooked? Or is it this? I think that looks good. Looks like there. Looks kind of like ribbon. So that's fun. We tried seeing if I could go, but with kids and the end of school, it just wasn't gonna work. So one of these days, though, we want to do. I'd rather have the kids there anyway. To be honest, I want the kids to travel too. All right. So now we have our bases glued down, and let's glue this flip. Do we want this on the front or butterflies? How about butterflies? So do the corner rounding, and then the seniors also have a senior dinner, and my daughter wrote a speech, and they have like a little competition where you write a speech and then the faculty picks which one they want to have read at the senior dinner. So she read her speech today. So let's see if her speech was picked. It was very good. I got teary-eyed. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, all the end of the year senior stuff. It's kind of crazy. It's just going to be all done with high school. And I don't know if I'm going to do an itty bitty. And people have been asking when the new kits are coming. And it's very soon. At least the neutral one is going to be ready very soon. I just need to get there. It's done. It just needs to be, I need to make a listing and all that good stuff. So I was trying to have both the green and the neutral done at the same time, but I think what I might have to do is list the neutral kit and then finish the green kit. And then in May, Tim will also have a different color. I can't remember what color it is off the top of my head. So there'll be another color. Oh, I should have. Is it too late? Oh no, look. We should tuck this under here. And then that will hide that under that paper. So that will look like that. Oh yeah, let's do that. I think I need stronger glue. Put a little bit here. A little here. Whoa. The other day, I don't know what it was, maybe the washi tape video. I was like, oh man, I need more collage medium. And then that led to, okay, I should probably get more glue sticks, which led to, I need other, I just kind of was in a, I need to try different glue because I am always frustrated with my glue. I don't know if you've watched, you might see that. And so I bought a plethora of different varieties. So I'm kind of testing them out to see which one I actually like for different reasons, for different purposes. Okay, so there's our flip. And this will go like this. All right, so here is our base of our folio. I guess we should glue this on for our pocket. Put our lid on. Glue stick. Yeah, it just was a package full of different glue. It's kind of funny. For a junk journaler, it's kind of a fun package. All right. There we go. There is that. And that'll go like that, that'll go like that. We're going to need pockets or something there. And then our cover. I like that for the back. That works. Okay, so I think I'm going to rip this. And then let's ink this. Something kind of like that. Down in the middle. Her, like that. There we go. But I think I'll trim off. There we go. But these two, and I like this excursion. That. I think I like it. What do I want on this inside flap? Let's take this. So I added some cardstock to the back. I did ink the edges. I am recording this video in the evening and my family is home. We've all done our own thing for dinner today. And my daughter keeps coming in, so there might be lots of edits and pauses. And then it sounds like she's slamming her door, but she's not. She's just going in her room. But lots of ins and outs and questions, and this is why I try not to do this at night. She's doing her own crafty project and keeps coming in to get supplies. The husband is working so he can get ready to go out of town, out of the country. Son's playing video games, so I figured that would be fine. Nope. And I have tickets because we want something that's not too tall. And this longer one could go down here. It's kind of fun. Some fabric here. And maybe something up here. Right, so then that will open. So here's the front, and it opens to the pockets. We'll do that in a minute. Let's go over here. Let's round the corners. A little ink. That might be cute there. I'm going to round this bottom corner here too. Yeah, it looks good. These that I made, that should go right there. Fabric for the top though. And we could have, this could be a journaling spot. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, need something here. Stamp on there. We'll come back to that. Put a piece of washi. Just for a brighter pop of color. And what do we want to do here? Use one of these as a belly band. There we go. That looks good. And then that will flip up. Let's do that. Let's ink this. And let's add this. There. I made a little notepad. I think we'll put that there. And I was going through the previous days, and I think we could use this one. This is from, I'll link them below, so if you've missed them, you can go and check it out. This is from day 45. It has a pocket here. And again, compartmental making. It's nice that these were done on a different day, and then when you make a project like a folio, you can go and pick out those pieces that you've already made. It's pretty fun. And then this we also made. This is using the yellow fabric from Tim Holtz, and this was using some of the yellow palette, so it coordinates perfectly. And then here on this one, I'm going to glue this little pad that I just made down. That. And then this was from all the way back to day 9. I glue the whole thing. Just like that. Alright, then we're going to need something for this pocket. Tags from the kit. Slide one of those in for now. That looks good. And then over here, we can glue 3 sides down for here, and then it could also be a pocket here. And this is from day 45. Okay, just like that. Back here. And a couple pieces tucked in here. Butterfly. Cute. Cute. Yeah. And then there's the back. Okay, there is the final flip through. I added some buttons to the front and some stamping. And added some buttons here and on here, plus I added a magnet so it closes. I added some stamping here, and I put shipment collect on there. I think that fills up that space nicely. I don't think I added anything here. Oh, some stamping here and here. I added a topper to the tag. And it closes. And that closes. And just a little stamping on the back. So there is my yellow folio for letter Y. Can you believe tomorrow is letter Z? Crazy. All right. I hope you have a wonderfully crafty day and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.